Yeah, he is.
You want to know something crazy?
No
What if your
fucking
kids got
way.
married?
Bro, he's the fastest nigga on the field right now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any kids yet. Oh my god, the fucking Hunter's gonna run this back. Oh my god.
Oh, what's up, Jacob?
Maloney is livid.
Oh,
Bubonic plague has
hold
started.
block. Hold your block. Hold your
Yeah,
block.
we're gonna have Xander here in a second. He's probably doing some weird adventure shit in the woods. Well, it's not a rookie. That's the guy you used last 2 seasons.
Ah.
Dude, I have no idea. He's a fucking crackhead, dude. Well, it don't matter because AFC, NFC, it's rookie of the year for your
That's trying
division.
to destroy his life.
For some reason, it's not. Did you join mine? It's not. Oh, okay. Because it said you were playing, and then I couldn't fucking.
Dude, I don't know why they
you. I was
lose speed
confused.
coming off of that, bro.
Did you let go? You let go of the turbo, right?
No, I just literally just held straight and went up the seam.
I have no idea.
No, let go.
I'm gonna
To make the moves like that, you
watch
need to let go of the
Forged.
turbo. Sprint.
And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is taken near the 13. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 16-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's our field. It's our field.
Now Johnson.
Let's go. Come on.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
180. Shell. Here we go again.
Now a first down throw, gone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
Johnson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Here's Gall. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go. Mike,
on 1st and 10, Fields. Oh, he's going to air it out right. It got his man complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 87 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. I mean, less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Here we go.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Goff now looks to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on third. Gone. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 43.
A gain of 10 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Watch go, 12, let's go. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, exit.
Here we go on 4th. Goff got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
61. Match box. Right. 36. Let it go. I got it.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Fellas, let's set a tone. Hey, check 24. Go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Off play action. Fields. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
23 yards on the play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slant. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. That'll bring up 2nd down. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Go, baby. Return over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Operating from the gun, Fields. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Here we go. 50. 60 out low. 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Let's go.
They come out with one back and three tight ends.
Mike 54. Here we go, D. Yup.
From the gun, Fields. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins have... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Gone. Underneath for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Super. Mike 52. Hey, Zoo. Hey. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Go off on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check. Fresno.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
50 to Mike. Hey, go. Here I come.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 21 yards away. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Redskins 20, Buccaneers 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now gone. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Let's go.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now Goff, airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Haywood.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. That's complete to Smith. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
From the 50, it's gone. He's got Evans. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 40.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's gone. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Check. Shell.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the gun, Fields. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
That's caught at the 2. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
That's it, baby.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. That goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Tomlinson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
Yeah, baby.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3 down, 3 down.
Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. Goff now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9.
On 1st down, Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Nice pick.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Check. Bravo.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Yo. You don't want none. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Mike.
On 1st down, Fields.
Jim.
James has got it, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
I'm coming for you.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
180.
56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's the fullback. This is Roosevelt Nix. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Black 20.
56. Hey, let's get in them holes.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Cut. White 20.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Turbo's up.
Hey, we
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Got it.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Bucs on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be third and forever. Here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
5.
All day. Just
Hey, Charlie.
like that.
Hey, kill.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 20. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They should have known, baby.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Check.
H3. 2-8-3.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby.
Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Brings up third down.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Mike 54. Mike 54. General. West. Check. Lucky.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
$56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
You ain't doing nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
3 down.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Yeah, baby.
At the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal. Goff.
They're running it.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that round early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Redskins take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Watch out.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
That's it. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Yeah. 50. Watch the curl, watch the curls. Where'd he go?
On fourth down, Fields. And that is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Who goes tonight? Mike. 180. Right there, 56. Pick it up, pick it up. Hey, curveball. 56. 56.
On first and 10, gone.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
120.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Matchbox lights.
At the 27-yard line.
Orange.
Here's gone.
Come on, baby.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
56 to Mike.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And that will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down.
56.
So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
Hey, that's the way you
a
finish,
big
boy.
play
Finish
there.
Yeah,
89 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
And it's a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it.
Oh, that's me. That's me. Come on, set. 54. 70 ending. 54. Echo.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
Here we go.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
That's the way to finish.
In for the score. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.